Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Wednesday morning. Hard to complain with the weather we had yesterday. 60 degrees, your high yesterday. Again, that's the warmest that we've been so far this year. Well above average. A couple degrees shy of that record of 66. I believe it was 64 yesterday. The record high today is 66. But again, a beautiful day out there yesterday, and we're expecting more mild weather for the day today. I don't think it will be quite as warm as we were yesterday, but again, it's going to be awfully nice out there for us. So we're going to look at that. We're also going to keep our eye on those chances for rain that we've been expecting late this week, because it does look like maybe those chances are trending a little bit down, especially for us here in Lincoln. And we'll get into that in just a second. Again, snowfall continues to be a big storyline this winter. Again, just 1 inch of snow so far this season in Lincoln, which again, through today's date, again, January 29th is the least amount of snow that we've ever had this deep into the season. Second place now at 1.4 inches. That was the 1933-1934 season. And again, still some of our least snowiest seasons not showing up on this list yet. So again, you may see, again, that far right-hand column is the seasonal snow for that particular season. But again, we still have our top five that aren't even on that list in terms of least snowiest seasons, including just a couple years ago when we had just over 5 inches of snow. So again, right now, forecast still lacking when it comes to snowfall chances. So particularly look at your weather headlines for today. Again, more sunshine, going to be another warm day out there. Again, winds maybe just a bit on the blustery side at times, but I think will be lighter than they have been the last couple days. And then those rain chances, maybe trending a little bit further to the south, to the south and east. We'll take a look. And then we are looking for some colder, more seasonal weather. It's still January after all. I know it's been feeling maybe more like mid to late March over the last couple days, but it is still late January. Again, but some colder weather will finally return as we look ahead to the work week next week. Low temperatures this morning, teens and 20s out there. Coldest readings were in the Sandhills out towards the Panhandle, down to 12 in Alliance and Ogallala, 13 in North Platte, 21 in Grand Island and Hastings, 23 in Lincoln this morning. Across the Lincoln Metro, though, is even a few degrees warmer in town, with lows again ranging from the low 20s to right around 30 degrees, again, depending on where you are. Again, 24 was the low here at the 1011 studios at 40th and Vine. Right now, plenty of sunshine across the state here in Lincoln. Again, temperatures warming up. 32 at the studio now, 29 at the airport. Calm winds being reported. So again, less wind today than what we've had the last couple days. Temperatures right now across the Lincoln Metro generally sitting in the middle 30s. There's a few spots that are in the lower 30s. There's a couple spots that are already into the upper 30s. There's one spot just west of town that's already up to 40 degrees. Temperatures across the state, coldest readings in the Panhandle, where they're still in the teens and low 20s, but you're looking at upper 20s and low to mid 30s already across the eastern sections of the state. Not much in the way of any wind out there, but again, factoring in the wind, you have wind chills, again, single digits, teens and 20s across the state to start our Wednesday. Satellite radar picture is quiet, really nothing to see. You look at the visible satellite imagery, and again, you can still see a little bit of cloud cover down across parts of Kansas. Also still have some snow on the ground across parts of northeastern Kansas into extreme southeastern Nebraska, but that snowpack has certainly shrunk quite a bit over the last several days with some of the mild weather that we've been having. If we zoom out and look at a more regional view, again, things still pretty quiet. Zoom out and look at a national view. I do have some scattered rain showers down across parts of Texas into Oklahoma. Some ongoing snow across parts of New England. You have some snow squall warnings across parts of western Pennsylvania into New York, and again, further up into New England. So again, do have some ongoing snow in those areas, but for the most part, the weather's pretty quiet across much of the country, but that'll be getting a little bit more active as we head over the next several days. We have a couple things. Again, you have dense fog advisories there across parts of Texas. You have flood watches across parts of southeastern Oklahoma into Arkansas into southern Missouri. That's in anticipation of our next system that's going to be heading our way. That right now, again, looks like it's going to be bringing more moisture to our south and to our southeast. You still also have some, winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories up in New England. You also have some wind advisories as a quick-moving clipper system, again, is bringing some active weather, at least up into the New England area. Here at home, though, really, again, nothing across Nebraska, nothing across the 10-11 coverage area for us to worry about as of right now. We check out Skycast. Nothing to worry about for the day today. Again, we're looking at sunny skies, quiet conditions. Again, should be another really nice day. But as we head tonight and then into the day on Thursday, That's when our next system at least starts to bring us some changing weather conditions. I think as we head overnight tonight and into Thursday, clouds increase, eventually becoming partly to mostly cloudy, and we'll start to see at least a small chance, I think, for some scattered showers across the southeastern corner of the state overnight tonight and into early Thursday morning. But you can see by early tomorrow morning, the bulk of that moisture is down to our south and to our southeast across parts of eastern Oklahoma, across southern Missouri, and then down across much of Arkansas. And that's where those flood watches are currently in place. Those areas could see several inches of moisture. All along the system looks like the best rain chances were going to come Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. Still looks like that's the case. But again, with all of that thunderstorm activity, all of that rain activity down to our south, it looks like that could just sap our moisture here across the southeastern part of the state. Again, so really lowering those rainfall totals or those potential rainfall totals, and again, kind of shifting those best chances for moisture down to our south and east. So this is noon on Thursday, mostly cloudy skies. There could be a stray shower or two in parts of southwestern Nebraska. But again, maybe an isolated shower or two in the southeast, but not much activity at the noon hour. That should pick up a little bit as we head into the afternoon and then into the late evening hours. But again, a lot of the activity is going to be kind of the moisture kind of cut off from all the activity, potential severe storms down to the south. And so it looks like Thursday evening. This is our in-house model here. This looks like, again, everything kind of gets shoved a little bit off to the south and east just a little bit. So again, extreme southeastern Nebraska, parts of northeastern Kansas, northwestern Missouri now look like they may have the best chances for some of this rain and some of this beneficial moisture that could be coming with this next system. Again, so you can see Lincoln right on kind of on the edge, but right now, at least according to our in-house model, not seeing that moisture as of late Thursday evening. And as you head into the overnight hours, again, that system begins to pull out of the area. It looked like originally rain might have lingered into at least Friday morning, and now it looks like those rain chances certainly trending down as we head into Friday morning, as most of that moisture would be out of the area. And then as you head into Friday afternoon, you're looking at skies becoming mostly clear, conditions becoming pretty quiet for us. So I mentioned it. There's also the potential for some severe storms on Thursday. That's going to be down across parts of East Texas into the Arklatex area. Marginal and slight risk for severe weather down in those areas. So again, anytime you have that chance for some severe weather, again, further down to our south, a lot of times what that'll do is those thunderstorms, those severe thunderstorms, will suck up all the moisture, and that leaves areas north of that risk area with just a little less moisture than they would have had otherwise. So again, that can certainly play a big role in our rain chances and our potential rainfall amounts, which certainly looks like it might be the case in this instance. Again, if we do see some of that activity, which we're still expecting to see some activity, we also can't rule out maybe a few isolated rumbles of thunder in there as well. I certainly don't think it would be widespread by any means, but certainly don't be surprised if maybe, late Thursday evening into the early part of the overnight hours, we maybe do hear a few rumbles of thunder. A little bit of elevated instability could be enough for us to hear, again, some thunder. So, again, if we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view, skycast today, nothing to worry about. It's clear skies, it's quiet conditions. It's then as we head overnight tonight into early Thursday, we start to see that first wave, maybe a few isolated light showers out there, and with temperatures where they're at, expecting it to be mainly just rain for us in Lincoln and southeastern Nebraska. The southwestern parts of the state might see a little bit of a brief wintry mix. And then through the day on Thursday, I think across the state, variable cloudiness, but certainly along and south of I-80, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies, I think, through most of the day on Thursday. And then Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening is when that second round of showers, and again, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder or two, are going to be possible. By 5 o'clock, pretty isolated. By 10 o'clock, you're looking at most of the activity, again, in extreme southeastern parts of the state, again, down near Falls City, Nebraska City, Pawnee City, areas like that into the extreme southeastern corner of the state. And then some lingering activity as we head through the overnight hours, again, mainly in the extreme southeastern part of the state with clearing skies as we head into the day on Friday with mostly clear, quiet conditions, cooler conditions into Friday afternoon. So if you look at the rainfall amounts, again, we'll look at a couple models here. This is our in-house model. It still has almost 2 inches of moisture in areas like Fall City, again in the extreme southeastern corner of the state. But you can see an extremely sharp cutoff of the moisture as you head further to the north and to the east. Just 600s here in Lincoln, 1300s in Beatrice, 1800s in Nebraska City, 200s in Omaha. Really nothing for the Tri-Cities. So that's one model solution. The European model still kind of has that moisture, at least in our area. So again, quarter to maybe 3/4 of an inch of precipitation for south central, southeastern Nebraska. You can obviously see those contours in yellow with some heavier amounts further to the east and to the southeast. And the GFS model, again, it still has some of that heavier moisture, again, further into southeastern Nebraska. So again, it still has 1 to 2 inches for areas like Omaha, down to Nebraska City, Fall City, even over towards Beatrice. Lincoln, it has 7,400ths. So I still think we're going to see some moisture, especially Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, Thursday night. But again, questions now surrounding how far north are we going to see that moisture really get? Will we actually see it? And again, the track record that we've seen thus far this winter is that we've missed, especially in Lincoln, on these systems. And again, these systems tend to, I think, underperform, especially when you have that chance for severe weather down to our south that could really steal a lot of the moisture that this system would need. So again, still Wednesday. This still has time to change before it starts precipitating, especially the heavier precipitation into Thursday evening, Thursday night. So again, this still has time to change. The system can still kind of wobble north or south and change those potential rainfall amounts. So again, make sure you stay tuned to the forecast as we get closer into the day on Thursday. As far as temperatures are concerned, though, not a whole lot of change in these, though. Still expecting very mild weather today, mid to upper 50s. Again, it's not quite as warm as we were yesterday, but still awfully nice. We'll go 56 in Lincoln, same in Grand Island, 57 in North Platte. Still should be, again, well above average across the state. Low temperatures tonight into Thursday, staying above average, mid-20s to low to mid-30s across the state. Friday will be a little bit cooler, again, with the clouds. Thursday will be a little bit cooler with the clouds and with the rain. Temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to the low 50s. Warmest readings probably in northern Nebraska, where they should see more sunshine as we head through the day on Thursday. Thursday night into Friday, we'll go mid-20s to low 30s. Again, still can't rule out maybe a brief wintry mix as we head into Friday morning if we still have some lingering precipitation, especially in extreme southeastern Nebraska, as temperatures get near freezing. A little bit cooler on Friday, again, for eastern and southeastern Nebraska, but still mild, still well above average, still upper 40s, and then getting into the low to mid-50s and even upper 50s as you head across the western sections of the state. Saturday, upper 20s and low 30s, so another mild start. Saturday afternoon, again, especially in western Nebraska, it's going to be very mild. Temperatures reaching the mid-60s for North Platte and Ogallala. We'll go upper 50s for the Tri-Cities, mid-50s here in Lincoln. Sunday morning, lower to middle 30s for low temperatures. And Sunday afternoon, again, we're back to the upper 50s, low 60s across much of the state. Again, so awfully mild for the upcoming weekend. But then the cooler weather arrives as we head into early next week. See temperatures diving from the upper 50s Sunday to the low 40s Monday, and then mid to upper 30s on Tuesday. So we're returning to about where we should be for this time of year. We've got that chance for rain still at 50% on Thursday, but lowered that chance on Friday down to 20%. Again, if we do see anything Friday, it would likely be early Friday morning with mainly clear skies, a lot of sunshine by the afternoon. 10-day temperature forecast, again, for select cities across the state. You can see it's split right down the middle. First half of the forecast, very mild conditions. Second half of the forecast, colder, more seasonal for early February standards, mid-20s to mid-30s, low 40s there in the forecast through much of the work week next week. Precip forecast, again, chances are going to be highest on Thursday, especially Thursday evening, Thursday night. Again, lingering chances Friday morning, then looks dry into the weekend, and right now looks dry for a lot of the area into the work week next week. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. This takes us February 5th through February 11th. Climate Prediction Center has better than average odds of below normal temperatures during that time frame. Still has above average odds for wetter than normal conditions during that time frame. So that is something, again, we'll obviously keep a close eye on. Again, a little bit colder and a little bit wetter than normal. Again, maybe that means snow. I don't know if we're ever going to see snow this season or not. I don't know. We've only had 1 inch so far, over a foot below normal here in the capital city. But again, right now the big weather headline will be more mild weather today, and then we're obviously keeping an eye on those rain chances as we head into Thursday and into early on your Friday. So make sure you keep it tuned to 1011 both on air and online for all the latest forecast details on those temperatures and on those rain chances. And until then, I hope everyone enjoys another mild day today, and we'll see you next time.